We've just added several new features to our consumer duty section within Corterum, including the ability to add a product's target market and list its characteristics, needs, and objectives, as well as listing any groups for which the product is not suitable, and any impacts the product might have on vulnerable customers. You can also add information about the value assessment of the product, including the dates on which the assessment was carried out, the scope of the assessment, information about the price of the product, its benefits, any benchmarking analysis that's been conducted on the product, the impact of vulnerability on fair value, a fair value analysis of the distribution chain, any evidence considered in the value assessment, and the overall conclusion of that assessment. There's also a fair value action register, which allows firms to capture the steps that they have taken in order to ensure that the product initially provides and continues to provide fair value to retail customers. We've also added a testing section, where you can list information about how the product would perform under certain scenarios, the results of any qualitative and quantitative testing that you've conducted. You can also list any systems in place to test consumer understanding, and the ways in which the product is communicated to the market, as well as the impact of the product on vulnerable customers. Finally, you can use the toggle to indicate whether the product meets the identified needs, characteristics, and objectives of the target market. And if you select yes, you'll be asked to provide some rationale for this. You can also list the ways in which you've tested the communications for the product. Finally, we've added an approval section, where you can add information such as the date of the product's approval review, the date of the next review, the reason for the product approval review, the committee which approved the product. You can also view the target market of the product here. And you can also see all of the different elements of the product which may or may not have been approved. And we've also given you the option to add any supporting documents to this approval process, as well as a register of any approval activity that's taken place.